Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about a really interesting topic. Recently a report was released titled, Steve Hanks Annual Misery Index. According to which, Zimbabwe has been named the most miserable country amongst 157 countries in the world for the year 2022. In this video, let's find out about Steve Hanks Annual Misery Index, how it is calculated, how Zimbabwe got into such a position and some additional important details about the report. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Let's try to understand what is Steve Hanks Annual Misery Index shortly. HAMI is? The HAMI was created by Steve Hanke. He is a professor of applied economics at Johns Hopkins University. It was created to measure countries' economic well-being. Interestingly, Hanke states that the HAMI is a better measure of a country's economic well-being than other measures, such as GDP per capita. This is because the HAMI takes into account a wider range of factors, including inflation, unemployment, and interest rates. It is calculated by adding the inflation rate, the unemployment rate, and the bank lending rate, and subtracting the real GDP growth rate. The higher the index, the more miserable the country is. So, why is Zimbabwe so miserable? Let's take a closer look at some of the factors that contribute to the country's misery. The most obvious reason for Zimbabwe's misery is its hyperinflation, which reached 243.8% in 2022. But what is this hyperinflation? Hyperinflation is a situation where the prices of goods and services are rising so rapidly that the value of the currency is plummeting. This makes it difficult for people to afford basic necessities, and can lead to widespread poverty. In Zimbabwe, the hyperinflation has been caused by a number of factors, including government mismanagement, economic sanctions, and a drought. The hyperinflation has made it difficult for businesses to operate, and has led to widespread unemployment. The second reason is high unemployment rate. Zimbabwe's unemployment rate is estimated to be around 90%. This means that many people are unable to find work, and are struggling to make ends meet. The high unemployment rate is a major factor in the country's misery. Zimbabwe has been plagued by political instability for many years. This has made it difficult for the government to implement effective economic policies, and has led to a general sense of insecurity among the population. The political instability in Zimbabwe has been caused by a number of factors, including the country's history of colonialism, racial discrimination, and civil war. The political instability has made it difficult for the country to attract foreign investment, and has led to widespread poverty. Zimbabwe's infrastructure is in a state of disrepair. This makes it difficult for businesses to operate, and makes it difficult for people to get around. The poor infrastructure is a major factor in the country's misery. The poor infrastructure in Zimbabwe has been caused by a number of factors, including the country's economic problems, political instability, and a lack of investment. The poor infrastructure has made it difficult for people to access basic necessities, and has led to widespread poverty. The scores of top 10 miserable countries in the index are Zimbabwe with score of 414.7, Venezuela with score of 330.8, Syria with score 225.4, Lebanon with score 190.337, Sudan with score 189.1, Argentina with score 188.1, Yemen with score 187.7, Ukraine with score 187.5, Cuba with score 186.7 and Turkey with a score of 186.5. Switzerland emerged as the happiest country with the lowest HAMI score, which Hanke attributed to factors like favorable debt-to-GDP ratio. India ranked 103rd on the list, with unemployment contributing to the country's misery. The United States ranked 134th, with unemployment being the primary cause of unhappiness. Finland, known for its consistent top ranking in the World Happiness Report, placed 109th on the Misery Index. That is very interesting and contradictory at the same time. According to Steve Hanks, the key to reducing a country's misery caused by factors like high inflation, steep borrowing costs, and unemployment is to foster economic growth. In my opinion, every country should thrive to be able to control higher inflation, create good infrastructure, employment generation for its citizens that leads to overall economic growth of the country. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you found this informative. Please like, share the video and subscribe to the channel to watch more videos like this. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below.